Good evening. Today is Tuesday, June 6, 2023. I am Elmer Navarro Manuel and this is Tribune News on Q. Here are the headlines for this evening. President Marcos yet to support BNPP revival. Philippines to stop putting up OFW shelters in Kuwait. President Marcos OK's proposed export plan. DOH logs 676 new COVID-19 cases. Tropical depression Chedeng slightly intensifies. BSP sees inflation slowing down. And stocks index down and peso almost flat. For tonight's stories, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has yet to throw his support behind the proposed revival of the Bataan nuclear power plant due to opposition from local leaders, according to Pangasinan Representative Mark Cojuangco on Tuesday. Cojuangco, who chairs the House Energy Committee, was referring to the $2.3 billion power plant built during the term of Marcos's father and namesake, the late President Ferdinand Marcos Sr., and the project, however, was eventually shelved due to safety concerns, and efforts to revive it never gained ground up to this day. He added that the Bataan local leaders' opposition to BNPP revival should not stop Marcos from throwing his support behind it. According to the lawmaker, reviving the BNPP will shore up the country's power supply, and he also said that the BNPP is a better source of energy than solar and wind, which he said are seasonal. The Philippines will stop setting up more shelters for distressed overseas Filipino workers in Kuwait if the number of those fleeing their employers would lessen, according to the Department of Foreign Affairs on Tuesday. DFA Undersecretary Eduardo de Vega said that, when asked if removing the shelters in Kuwait is non-negotiable as far as the Philippine government is concerned. De Vega pointed out that more than 500 OFWs were being sheltered by DFA before, with the embassy estimating that 1 out of 400 OFWs in Kuwait are considered runaways. He said this number is higher compared to other Middle East countries. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. approved the Philippine Export Development Plan that aims to capitalize on export growth opportunities, according to Department of Trade and Industry Secretary Alfredo Pascual. Pascual said the DTI proposed the plan to the President during a sectoral meeting, adding that the export plan seeks to undertake an industry development-centric approach to make the Philippines a major player in the global economy and achieve sustainable development goals. He added that the export competitiveness of the Philippines lies in the competitiveness of the firms themselves, noting that the country lags behind neighboring countries when it comes to exports. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Iba ng panahon, ang dami ng bago ngayon. Pati ang mundo natin, well, nagbago na rin. Buti ano bayan, bigger, better na. You can buy it sa centers, pati sa mga partners, may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers, still phone remittance and more. Online shopping, you can buy it all. Di magpadala, you can buy it all. Anumang pera transaction, you can buy it all. Sabayan ang pagbabago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayan.
In other news, the Philippines recorded 676 new coronavirus infections on Tuesday, bringing the nationwide caseload to 4,050,181 according to the Department of Health. Among the cities and provinces, Quezon City had the most new cases in the last 14 days with 1,548, Cavite with 1,323, Bulacan with 896, Iloilo with 872, and Rizal with 871. The recovery tally also increased to 4,071,269, while the country's death toll increased by 66,481 with 5 new deaths. This came after 3 straight days of no new deaths. State Weather Bureau Pagasa announced that Tropical Depression Chedeng slightly intensifies as it meanders over the Philippine Sea east of eastern Visayas. Chedeng was last located 1,150 kilometers east of southeastern Luzon, with maximum sustained winds of 55 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 70 kilometers per hour. The tropical depression, however, is expected to remain far from the Philippine landmass as it was seen to gradually accelerate and move generally northwestward in the next 24 hours before turning west-northwestward on Thursday. In business, balance of risks to domestic inflation remain on the upside, but the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas on Tuesday said that monthly rate is still expected to slow to within target levels in the last quarter of the year without any shocks. The Philippine Statistics Authority reported earlier in the day another slowdown in the country's inflation rate last May to 6.1% from the previous month 6.6%, the fourth consecutive month of deceleration. The average inflation in the first 5 months of the year stood at 7.5%, still higher than the government's 2 to 4% target band. The BSP forecasts inflation to average at 5.5% this year. And the deceleration of inflation rate to 6.1% in May 2023 from 6.6% the previous month came within expectations but failed to lift the local bourse's main index on Tuesday. The Philippine Stock Exchange Index shed 0.64% or 41.71 points to 6,479.93 at the closing bell. The broader all shares followed with a decline of 0.48% or 16.86 points to 3,469.47. Volume reached 1.8 billion shares amounting to 3.88 billion pesos. Decliners led advancers at 109 to 70 while 49 shares were unchanged. While the main equities index fell, the local currency kept its footing against the United States dollar and closed the day at 56.22 from previous day's 56.24. That wraps up the stories tonight. Catch us again tomorrow only here at Daily Tribune's Facebook page. Again, this is Elmer Navarro Manuel and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS and Google Play for Android to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune invites you to join its Viber community, Katribu, to get updates on the hottest news on politics, business, sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Emoticons of the Tribune mascot Tercito are available on our community Viber.
Soul up. Soul up. Listen.